I'll get
We
Fat Mouth
are
strapped into his baby carrier.
we are back another week. Sandpoint Chronicles, saving the world not from plagues, but from the party members because they're the one that's doing the damage here.
What?
The group, the group has successfully come back from Magnamar or on their way. They bought a cart and two horses as they prepare to make their way across the hinterlands to Nybor. But in the meantime, they head through the trail that usually takes a day and a half from Magnamar to Sandpoint, and now they're in Sandpoint. Yuri's character has come down with some type of stomachache from being in the sewer, surprisingly or not, so he is going to take a break, and Broderick is going to, out of the game, stay in Sandpoint as he is dealing with personal issues in game. But maybe we'll have a cameo before we leave Sandpoint. But for the party, what would you like to do as we make our way to Sandpoint? You come across this small bridge here, as you see, on the Lost Coast Road. And there's Hannah's, and Broderick kind of heads off and he tells you guys, I'm going to go see Hannah. What would the party like to do as you prepare? You actually have, 2 days, day and a half. You have 1 day before departure. So
I'd like to go speak with Hannah.
Okay, that's fair enough. So the group goes, we'll just kind of do it all. The group goes to Hannah's. As you go in, you smell that familiar smell of herbs brewing, and then you're greeted by Hannah.
How's the plague coming, Hannah? How's business?
She tells you that business, unfortunately, is good. May Gaza bless the inhabitants of this city. And she says, Garlemond, I've managed to get some of, or cure some of this out of this Hydra skin, but it's not completed yet, unfortunately. I'm still making potions for the towns, but I have seen a little progress with it.
If you could do me a favor, so after our journey, we're going to be stopping in Magnamar again. If you get it all cleaned out, you mind finding somebody in Magnamar who can do something with it? And I'll just pick it up from them and pay them afterwards.
She says, sure. She said, I don't know what the price will be or who to send it to, but if I can get someone to go to Magnamar, one of the caravans, then I will. She's like, I don't have any ravens or doves, but see if Acolyte Xantus can, so you can at least get a couple of messages from wherever you're going to back here in town.
I'll pass her 10 gold. Use this for any expenses that you might run into about getting it transported down there. I don't care who it goes to, as long as they're good with their hands and they can turn it into something useful.
She says, thank you. And I will make it out to Garlemond Stonefoot. About how long do you think it'll take for you to get back to where you're coming from? Do you have any idea so I can tell whoever I need to tell?
What did we estimate it would take to get to Nybor and do like the little boat ride around it? We have an estimate on that.
It's gonna take at least 6 days to get to
Nybor. We're looking at probably, oh gosh, I'd say around 2 weeks before we're maybe getting back to town if we're making good time.
Okay. I'll let whoever knows know. But again, I'm gonna do the best I can, and I'll make sure I use this gold just for this Hydra skit.
One of our compatriots made sure to wanted to help out in the town, and they gave us they spent some money and got us some herbs that might help you out. And I'll lay the package of what Bella bought on the table.
So seeing this Bella bought, sorry Bella.
I was gonna say they're used to just alleviate the symptoms. They're not a cure, but I know how to alleviate symptoms.
She says this will be if we have any stragglers from the plague or in an advance, I can use this too, and I'll be well more supplied than what I was coming into this a week ago. And she thanks you for it. It says, may God's bless you on your travels.
Well, good luck to you. Make sure to... Don't be afraid to use Broderick for all he's worth, since he's staying here on this one.
She says, well, luckily, I can give Broderick plenty of work. And at that note, she goes back and says, let me see if God's got any cool sayings. We'll probably say, may the wind be... May the wind be pleasant and not painful. How about that? Since it's about storms and stuff.
Thanks. Good luck to you.
And that you hear the bell of her shop as you exit.
I guess since we're leaving town, we might want to stop in and talk with the guards and make sure that they're going to be okay, since they're going to be watching this place while we're gone.
Okay. We'll move on over.
I wonder what the White Deer has for dinner tonight.
Let's go to my guard station here.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be the usual slop.
Here we go. At this note, everyone can be able to see that. Bella, you can put your character back. Garlemont project's not
Okay.
here. As you go, you do notice you see a new guard. Or a familiar face.
Is he a familiar face?
You notice that he was one of the men that came in from being attacked by goblins. That said that he was looking for those kidnapped in Nybor, but now you recognize, or it kind of comes to that he was looking for the Baroness's daughter that the party found in the hole in the farmlands, kind of in like that makeshift prison cell. You know that he was hurt the last time you left for Magnamar, just because there was so much healing to be done in town, but you know, the party healed him up, and he seems that he's well aware. He seems healthy, like he's had a couple of good meals in him. You see him kind of standing, walking about in town.
Was he one of the guys? Was he one of the guys that's going to go with us when we leave? Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the guards.
Hello. Happy to see you around.
It's nice to see that you're looking better.
I believe I have you to thank for that.
Well, not just me, the whole gang here on this one.
I believe you're correct. Well, what are you all doing back in town?
Well, funny enough, we're getting ready to leave again. Heading out tomorrow. Bringing that pretty princess back up to a dad.
Odd. I believe I was to leave as well. Wonder if we'll meet each other.
Wait, now I'm confused. Is he going with us, or was he?
Yeah, he had asked you guys to well, excuse me, the daughter, the Baroness's daughter, not a princess, but you know, and it's not like a royal baroness is what he calls himself. He really like Sandpoint has families that take care of everything. This guy is into the lumber, he's into the farming, he's got his hands in everything. He's one of the most powerful men from this town, from what she told you. He was sent to track her down and track down the others that were missing from Nybor. And as he was going to track them down, they were attacked by goblins. And that's when they came into town with arrows. You know, their horses were injured.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have 2 horses as well. Anyways, so that was that. And his job was to bring the princess, or call her the princess, bring the Baroness's daughter back to her father. So he was trying to wait in town with the other warrior, the other guard, to heal up, and then you guys left with the Magnamar and then came back.
Okay.
So yeah. So anyway, we can all kind of, I guess, go to the sheriff. You see Sheriff Arberton and his deputy there.
Hey, Sheriff, you gonna be able to handle this place while we're gone?
And you see the sheriff kind of shrug. You see him that he looks a little nervous. He says, well, we're going to do the best we can to fortify the town. Start training the militia from the threat of the goblin attack. I believe you said that we should have how many days until the impending doom of the goblin attack?
Let's see, it was 30 days originally, if I remember correctly. We went to Magnamar for, what was it, 2 days? 30 days from when I originally said it.
He says, so we at least have a couple. He says we at least have a couple of weeks for the attack. I think that we can get the guards or the militia, the town soldiers prepared to just weather the storm that may happen. And we got word from Magnamar that they're going to be helping us reinforce us with some troops as well. Your comrade in arms, Devin, made sure that we finally got a raven back to the church. Actually, the night you left, we managed to get a raven with word from Magnamar, so that's good. A little nervous about not having the entire group here, but word travels fast at Broderick's stead, so at least with Broderick here, we would have a capable warrior to bolster our defenses.
Well, we should be back before any major trouble comes about. Broderick's here, and he'll be ready to help out if anything major goes on.
And you see the sheriff kind of says thank you for stopping by before you venture out. He says that the other guard from Nybor went to the church, and I think he's with the feisty girl and her handmaid.
Well, we better go check on that then. Well, thanks for the information, Sheriff. I'll talk to you again later.
Okay, so the group, as you make it to the church, okay, let's go to the church. So the group goes to the church, and you see. Put them down here. You go there, and Father Tobin's there. He's saying his daily prayers. You see some of the smaller, the lesser acolytes, the priests, tidying up the church.
Wait, Father Tobin's there.
Excuse me, not Tobin, Ezekiel. My apologies.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to say some shit's going down.
No, I'm joking. Father Acolyte Xantus is there. My apologies. Acolyte Xantus is there. He's kind of taking his role as, I guess you would say, father of the church now, or at least in his duties. Not entitled yet. And he looks at the party and he greets everyone. He says, "Morris, it's good to see that you're unharmed and in good shape."
It's been a time.
Then he says, "May Desna bless you on your travels. You know as well as I know that, like we had our conversation before, that Desna is the goddess of travel and new experiences, and I pray that she keep you safe as you prepare to depart from your home."
I heard tell that a young lady that the young lady we're looking for was up here speaking with you, Xanthus. You know where she is?
He says yes. She's kind of been rooming with Nalia. This is the safest place that we knew to put her. You see the guard here, so Avel, you see your a guard from your town, like another hunter slash. He actually is a guardsman that went with you. And he's there. He looks, a little worse shape than you. He hasn't, healed completely. Still got some scars and wounds on him. But you see him and the Baroness' daughter come down from the second floor of the church. and they greet you.
We got a long ride ahead of us tomorrow. I hope you're ready for it.
She says, she says that the hospitality in this town has been overwhelming. Everyone has treated me with respect, and the acolyte Xantus here has been a blessing itself. And Nalia is actually a lot of fun to talk with, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave. But I am ready to get home and see my father and to warn the town of this danger from the farmland.
Well, we spent a little money in Magnamar to make sure that it's a comfortable trip for you. Well, as comfortable as it's gonna get.
She says, thank you for looking into my comfort as we travel. It's going to be, 5 or 6 days, if I can remember. And I will make sure that you are rewarded. My father will reward you. He is one of the most powerful merchants in the North Hinterlands. He even does business from Roger's Cove to Riddleport. And I will make sure that you are taken care of for rescuing me.
Well, that's news that I'm certain everybody here is happy to hear.
So, for the most part, does anyone in town want to do anything before we leave?
No, I'm just doing my best not to be noticed.
Okay.
You mentioned that I should mention it in game, but the crafting of the sword.
Okay. So as you go, you actually find, Morris, that no one in the town has a sword. Well, no shops in the sword. And then you come back and you're talking to Grolamon about it here at the church. And Acolyte Xantus overhears. And he says to you, so I hear you're looking for a... What does he call it? A bastard sword, or would he call it like a claymore? What would it be proper?
It's
A
bastard
claymore is a
sword.
different kind of sword.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bastard sword.
Bastard sword. Looking for a bastard sword, a silver bastard sword.
Yeah, it's for lack of a better term or thought is I've in my downtime in my quiet moments I've been envisioning this weapon, this silvered bastard sword. It's something that's just kind of been calling to me.
He looks at you and you kind of can see the pride, how proud he is of you in his eyes. You know, kind of like when, if you see a father see his sons take his first walk, his first steps, you know, you doing good in the sport, something like that. I know that's kind of metagaming, but you get what I'm saying. And he goes and says, I want to get you with something. It actually was your father's. And now, this bastard sword, he goes and gets it, and you see that Father Tobin's, it says E.T. is initialed in it. And you see on the bottom of it, it says the Silver Flame. And it's written in celestial letters. So that's what you read. And he gives it to you and said, I'm sure that Father Tobin wants you to have this. And you see that the sword has, like, instead of a hilt, it actually has like a flame as a hilt. Kind of, it's carved. And then you know how it has like the guard there, like the two. I forget what's that called again? Like the two things that go. It's like a guard or whatnot. I can't remember.
It's a guard.
It's the cross guard.
The cross guard. You see, those are flames as well. So it's a silver bastard sword, but the flames are silver as well. So it looks pretty clean.
Are you sure this? I've never known Father Tobin to wield such a weapon.
He says, I'm not sure if your father and you actually had to talk about his past at all, but your father was a formidable warrior in his youth.
I've had quiet moments of of reflection in conversations with him about his past, but nothing of this sort.
That's not. He says maybe. He says maybe one day when all this dust settles, that you and your father can have a proper father to son talk one day about his past. He said, I've only known and gotten glimpses of his past once we shared the dreamscape. But I think that even what the information I know is not for me to tell, and that it's private.
Marius nods, and he takes the sword and the scabbard with it, and kind of marvels to himself at the natural feel of it when he holds on to it.
Oh yeah, it is definitely. You think the sword is as light as a blade, a dagger?
Damn, Marius slaying in style.
He actually tells you. He says, as Nalia is there, as the group is, you see Nalia. She asks, "Can she hold it if you don't mind before you leave?"
I, without qualms, present it still sheathed to her.
Nalia, being this frail girl, she takes it from its sheath and she wields it, and it looks like she is wielding a feather in her hand.
And Marius is just in awe.
That's not nothing ever happened. You're so stupid. And it's very apparent that you and her share an affinity for this bastard sword. And she gives it to you. She gives it back to you.
Marius, I guess, takes it back and is just very, very dumbfounded.
And you know how Nalia, she just giggles and she looks at you. You know, just she's sad. She tells you that she's sad, but just try to remember her. She actually has this. She pulls them out of her pocket. It's a holy symbol of Desna. And she says, "Brother, I know that you've had some qualms with Father, and your faith has kind of dwindled in these last couple of days, but I want you to have this as a memento of me, and to maybe she tells you that she knows you don't lack courage, but don't have blind courage, and to have faith."
Marius gingerly takes the symbol of Desna from his sister and holds it and nods to her, saying, "It's but doesn't respond other than just a pursed smile.
And she gives you the biggest hug. As she squeezes you, you kind of notice your back pop. It seems just like an immense hug, like just pretty strong. Like for a moment, you think that a bear has grappled you, but it only lasts for like a second or two, and then she feels light as feathers, as she tells you that she loves you and to always keep what Father told us growing up with the tenets of Desna close to your heart, and just please come back home safe. I feel that Sandpoint Sandpoint's gonna need you.
There is no force in creation that could keep me away from you. Don't worry, I'll be back.
Okay. Anyone else else like to do anything before you leave Sandpoint?
I did think of one thing. Gosh, I cannot remember the name of the bookstore. Oh God,
The
It
bookstore?
was.
That's the
Yeah.
Curious Goblin.
that's it.
You got it. Yeah.
I would like to talk to the man in the bookstore about if there are any maps that are a little more specific about the area between here and Nybor.
Okay. Yeah, he says he has a map that he can get for you. It's going to be expensive, though. It's going to be 1 gold.
Oh no.
That's a lot of money for a map, bro.
Yeah, I know,
Don't
but
sleep
it's
on
not.
Don't sleep on that.
I mean, it's a map I'm only going to be able to use this one time, really, but
No,
still.
you're not. He's
Okay.
giving you the map. He's giving you the
No,
map.
no. I'm saying that, like, I don't imagine we're going to be making very many trips from here to Nybor.
Yeah, but he's giving
You don't know that.
he's giving you a huge map. I'm going to put it in all players' journals, or do you just want it?
It can just be. It can be party knowledge.
There you go. It's in your journals. And this will
There we go.
give you the plus you need on your survival checks, or the non-negatives.
Damn, Marius, your fucking flat-footed armor class crazy.
Yes.
Dang, Morris, how'd your AC go up to 4?
Broderick.
Okay, the shield.
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the AC club, baby.
Yeah. This in theory is temporary. It will drop when Broderick's back.
By that time, you'll have other stuff though.
No, you can always buy a shield.
Yeah. It's the difference of 1 AC with a regular shield.
Yeah, Broderick's shield is magical. I think it was magical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Broderick's been holding out.
Magic sword, magic shield.
So as the group, let me find something. Okay, we're going.
He's lucky he didn't let me borrow this sword when I was right when I'm turning level 7. Because if this was the sword that became sentient, I was gonna laugh my ass off.
Okay, so as you begin to pack up, it begins to rain. A light rain. Dark clouds start to form, and you're here. It's not the send-off that the party wants,
But it's the one we need.
but it's the one that you need for the ever-living danger. Okay, so Broderick runs to you, and he wants to tell you something as you make your way.
Everyone, you listen to the rain. You hear how it beats off the ground. The sound off of your armor and your weapons. Gorham is with you, even if I am not. You carry his blessing upon your journey. I must stay here, but I entrust that you all are able to accomplish this. And I'll be ready for when you get back. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. I might be here in Sandpoint. I'll probably be traveling to Magnamar a little bit back and forth while I do some research on a few things. Garlemon,
Yeah.
make sure that you keep an eye out for all of them.
Don't you worry, Broderick. And don't worry, we'll miss you too. I'll listen to the rain and you can paint with all the colors of the wind and whatever. But don't worry, I'll keep an eye on everybody.
Marius, don't
Yeah.
die, friend.
Well,
I'll keep an eye out for him.
Aloysius, try
Yes.
to not hit them with your bombs if you could, because I can't be there to heal them.
You got it, dude.
And
My
Bella,
healing's fairly limited. Yes?
when you return, I would like to talk to you one-on-one, as there are some issues that need to be settled. But now is not the time. Gorham is with you all. Take care.
No problem, but see you then.
Okay. And
Uh,
Broderick, turns his back and walks off. Broderick, just so I know out of character, did you what all armor did you give them? Did you give them the dragon sword as well, or just the
Yeah, the +1 heavy steel shield and the +1 Dragon's Bane longsword that I have aptly named Dragon's Fang.
Dragon's Fang? Okay, okay. Who'd you give that
Yeah.
to?
I would have given those over towards Marius. Did you get your sword?
Yes, I would have
Okay.
given the sword off to Garlemond.
Yeah. So Garlemon would have the sword, and the shield goes to Marius.
Okay. Okay.
And that's pretty much the only fancy stuff I have, unless you guys want some rations.
No, Garlemon loaded up.
So,
Garlemon filled the cart.
You said Ariel? Arvo, did you have your HP rolled? You want to go ahead and roll that real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that real quick. So you get the whatever for being level 1, you gotta roll 3. Go ahead and roll that so you can put that in your
Alrighty.
You can roll it in Discord or roll 20, I don't care. Oh, I see you rolled it in Dice Tray. Okay, well that's not the best roll. Hopefully we can do some better rolls. 4. So that roll on D20. Let's roll on D20.
Alright.
Let's roll 3 D8s. Just roll them separately. I wouldn't roll them together.
Come on, big numbers.
Yeah, just roll your D8s on D20. Not on the Discord. I'm sorry, not on Discord, on roll D20. My apologies.
Okay, gotcha. Alright. I'm a little less familiar with roll 20. What about roll?
It should be on your left there. You have like a rectangle with some little squares.
Okay, see, I'm okay.
Nice job.
So you rolled 8 plus your Constitution. Okay, roll 2 more. Wow.
What the fuck? I'm jealous.
Okay, so 8.
Oh my.
What's your Constitution? Let's see here.
Constitution is +1.
+1. I'm looking at your character. What happened to your character sheet? Okay. Did you put the info in your character sheet on D20?
I will in just a moment.
Okay. So there's your so your +1, so that's let me just do my math on my calculator because I'm stupid.
Another +1 if you add your favorite class bonus.
9 plus 9. So 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus. Wow, that's good HP, man.
Yeah, I got more lucky on roll 20 than I did on Discord.
33 if you know flavor cast bonus. Yeah, just put all your stats in your character sheet because you're gonna need it. If not, you're gonna be screwed here in a little bit. Okay, So the group rolls out of Sandpoint with the Baroness' daughter, a guard, and their carriage. You have 2 horses. You'll have Arville on his horse, and the guard kind of in the back. Yeah, let's talk about positions on the road. Let's use this so we know. So we can kind of know how things are set up. Can everybody see the map?
No.
No vision.
No vision. Okay. Let's see.
I'm blind.
Let's see about now.
Yes.
Now I can see.
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
can see.
Okay. Put your characters on the road. Put your characters here.
At the bottom or top? Sorry.
In the middle.
Right.
How's this carriage looking? You said it's 10 by 15?
Yeah.
Really? So it's that big?
Yeah.
Okay.
So arguably, either Marius or Aloysius are going out to be driving the horses because they're the only 2 that have the skill for it.
I can't.
As
seem
a
to-
gnome, I don't think I can drive a horse, right?
Well, it's by reins.
Are
Can't
my
seem
legs-
to drag my character over.
Yeah, no. You just sit in the chair at the front of the cart and snap the reins and stuff.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, so
I
either
also
you or
have
Marius
my-
is going to have to do that. And-
Let me drive the cart, and then Marius has his horse, right?
Well, two of us can sit up front. One's usually supposed to be driving, and the other is basically
Shotgun.
support. Yeah, and a shotgun.
Who has the? Who probably has our best perception? Who's got the best eyes among the group?
Not me.
I'm pretty good.
Other than you.
I feel like I'm pretty good too.
Okay. Well, then Marius, do you want to be in the front with the driver, or do you want to be in the back and keep lookout out back?
Are we walking alongside it? Is that the intent?
Well, one person's going to sit with the driver, and one person can sit in the back and keep watch out the back or walk on the back. Someone's going to have to sit out the back and actually look behind us the whole time, though. So that those 2 people have to be sitting.
Well, I can do either or, whatever works.
I guess I'll sit up front since I don't know. I'll sit up front, and then you take back. So you'll watch the back. You'll watch behind us. I'll watch in front of us, and Aloysius can concentrate on the horses.
I'll be inside the cart with the Baroness.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do with these horses, guys? Arville, where do you want to be at, bro? Because you're here. This is your character. And then we have the other guard, too. And we have Yuri on Devin's horse.
I can be somewhere close to the back.
Okay.
And we can have I'll ask the other guard to kind of circle the flanks, just kind of make rounds.
Okay. So you don't want him in front? Where do you want him at?
Like I just kind of want him wavering from the left to the right as we go. He'll just kind of like move back and forth and just kind of keep an eye on what's around us.
Okay. And then just for namesake, I'm gonna put
Or if you got to put Yuri somewhere, Yuri can be on the opposite side, and then we got one guy on each side.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Yuri.
Oh yeah, put me there. That was my Yuri impression.
I see that. We'll put Yuri. On Devin's horse. He's gonna be sick though this week, so we'll just put him here. Okay, so is that everyone accounted for? Or are we missing one person, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's everybody. The princesses just kind of exists within the caravan, I assume.
No.
I mean, do you want to put her down as a character model?
Yes, sir.
I guess her and her chambermaid would go like there and there. Actually, what am I thinking? Her and the chambermaid should go in the middle. Bella, you should probably sit next to Marius since we want them in the center. Since they're kind of since they're the passengers.
Okay.
And then you can shoot out the back at people if they chase us.
Okay, we'll put her here.
Yeah.
Put him here.
Perfect.
Okay, that's how we rocking, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, the party continues on. You hear a little the thunderstorm. It's a light rain. You can hear insects as you hit the trail. You see Arvil in the back as you hear this. He's hitting his skin. The guard, we're gonna call the guard Twamis. Twamis is circling, kind of going out in front some. You see him out the back, just keeping, watch. The first day, as you travel,
I mean, if that's what we're doing the first day, I mean, I don't know if I have any complaints, but it depends on who it's with.
let's see, 69.
I mean, we're traveling companions, buddy, so.
Well, I mean, I think I prefer a lady.
The
Oh.
first day,
What's the job of adventurers if not to be adventurous?
I'm just gonna drive the horses. I'm just driving horses.
Yeah, you keep an eye on those. And I don't want. I want to keep him away from the horses if this is the case. I don't want him spooking them.
What about?
We don't need to get that adventurous.
So the party the first day is uneventful.
Yay!
As you continue
Cool.
going on the hinterlands, you're met. Everyone roll a perception check. Morris and Aloysius, you notice some shuffling in the bushes.
I'm gonna slow the horses down.
We've got some movement up ahead.
Where at?
Morris tells you it's more to the right of the group. Yep.
Marius just kind of points off the road on the right-hand side. I've noticed.
Here, stop the horses. I'll go take a look.
Yeah, somebody go investigate.
I'll heft up my shield and my sword. I'll make my way over there.
As Garlemont starts to make his way, you see about 4 or 5 goblins, Garlemont, charge you. But this is what you hear. You hear a shoo, 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 as this is what you hear.
Is that them stepping through the?
That's what you hear.
Okay.
You hear that noise. Listen to it. as you see blood start to fly from the goblins.
I'm not hearing anything. Does anyone else?
I was hearing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Not hearing anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I can restart Sirenscape.
It's like splooch noises.
Yeah, let me restart.
Sounds
Let me restart the Sirenscape. Okay, let's try this one more time.
Can you vocalize it for us, Garlemon? Okay, I got it. I got it.
Thank you very much.
One more
Performed
time?
it.
Thanks,
But
Foo.
wetter.
oh, there's a hard thud before the squelch, but yeah.
But you see a familiar-faced Garlemon and Aloysius. Goblins fall before you, but you see arrows kind of just piercing their head, their ears, their eyes, and they're hit right on the money. You don't see any like in the chest and the arms. You see one in the ear, one in the eye, in the neck, in the mouth. They're all great. Like they're well-placed shots. And from out from the bushes, you see an old face.
Oh God, I thought it was Gorham for a second. I was gonna say I need to talk to Broderick. He said listen to the rain and Gorham's looking out for us. I was about to take him literally.
And she kind of looks, doesn't say much. But you notice it's you're an Aloysius' old adventuring buddy, Shaylu.
I'll be damned.
Playing up the role of an Amazon now, are we?
She looks at you, Garlemond, and she says, "You're what, a day's away from Sandpoint. I didn't expect to see you so far from town. At least not in this direction."
Yeah, we got a beautiful princess that we got to take back to her castle. Now, kind of motion back towards the carriage.
She asks you, she says, "How is the town?"
That's a tough question to answer. It's better than it's been lately, but only temporarily, I imagine.
She nods and
As-
she moves up, and she says, well, she kind of looks at the group and she says, "It seems that you're prepared for a long travel." She sees the cart there. Aloysius, she says, "How have you been holding up, old friend?"
Putting up with Garlemon's business and hanging in there.
She says, "I've noticed a lot more goblin sightings ever since." She says, I swore away Sandpoint for all the trouble they put me and my betrothed from." And she looks at the group, or she looks at you, Garlemon, Aloysius. She says, "But I noticed a couple of days ago that the shore of Sandpoint, the western shore, had become red. And I smelled refuse and decayed fish. And I've noticed that the goblins are moving in more force now in the hinterlands." She says, "It seems like I'll make an arrow, and before I can even make an arrow, it has to go to kill a goblin."
Yeah, it does seem to
the
be
numbers
the case.
are building frantically.
That can't be good.
We got about 3 weeks now, and apparently there's going to be some big shebang at Sandpoint, something to do with the goblins and the king or something else. I don't really know, but all I know is there's going to be a big ass fight at Sandpoint here. We're getting ready for. We got to be back before then.
She says, "Well, I'll give you my arm, give you my sword and my bow in combat." She tells the group,
I'm happy to have it.
she said, I swore away Sandpoint, but if you say it's gonna be in a couple of weeks, I'll stay a little more closer to Sandpoint in case I'm needed."
Hell, just be safe out here. It's. I know you got that elven blood and the Amazon personality, so living out in the woods ain't new for you. But just be careful. I worry about you still.
And she looks, and when she says that you're worried about her, she kind of looks stern. Her eyes kind of, they turn down, and she says, "I feel like she looks at you, Garlemon, and she says, I feel lost sometimes out here now, but I know that if I'm making the roads safer, that at least I'm doing something to make this world a better place. I thought that hunting down goblins and taking my revenge on those or whatever that killed my beloved would give me some type of solace, but it just leaves me emptier.
Traveling alone can be hard on your spirit, so why don't you join us?
She kind of looks and she says, at this point I'm not ready for other traveling companions. She says, I can't see another companion die in my arms again.
Well, just remember, we're always here for you if you need us. You know where we live. We live right now, anyways. And while we will be making our way back here in about 2 weeks, we should be back in town. And just remember that it ain't about, you don't have to try and find some purpose. Do what feels right. Do what you gotta do. And just remember that wherever he is, wherever he's looking down at us from, I'm sure he's proud of you. I'm sure he's wishing the best for you, just like we did for him.
She smiles and she, as stealthily and as quick as she appeared, she disappears.
Well, I guess it was good to see her, Garlemon.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be seeing her again soon. Hell, she might have been seeing us without us even realizing. Sorry, what was that?
Who is she and why is she so good with the bow? I'm actively jealous.
Old traveling companion of ours back when we were adventuring beyond the walls of the cursed city of Sandpoint.
If you think bows are cool, you should get yourself one of these. And I will hold up a strange metal tube that has like the engraving of a dragon around it.
Don't listen to her, she's crazy.
She drinks milkshakes with that thing.
This is not true. It is a weapon of war.
I prefer to stick with my longbow. The storm helps me keep my targets in my sight. We didn't really get to talk last time you saved my life, but I'm something of a ranger myself.
Well, I've always been more of a meleeer than a ranger, but it's nice having one around. God knows it gets him off the cliffs easy.
You hold the front and I'll hold the back.
Well, I don't think I know you well enough for you to be holding my back, but I mean, we can watch out for each other at the very least.
Sorry
I'll
about
agree to
that.
that.
Garlemon's like weirdly sexual with everybody.
Garlemon can be as sexual
wasn't
as he wants with
sexual.
everybody.
So long as Garlemon keeps my front safe, I'll ignore his words.
You know, that's probably a good idea.
I'm gonna
I have an
slap
aversion
them
to being
horses.
stabbed.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, let me get some horses. Can
Can
everybody hear the sirenscape still? The horses and stuff?
Yes.
Arvell,
Yes.
can you hear it now? Okay. So let's see what happened on the second day. It's still raining.
Come on, nothing.
What's that, 54?
$54 days of nothing. Come on.
Let's take this.
Rains the whole time, right?
Yeah, that can be an enemy. That's like an enemy.
It rains. Make sure that you're taking off your rations and stuff and your horse feed and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you haven't told us if the horses are able to graze and if I need to give them the feed, and you haven't told us how. Okay, well, if they can graze, I don't need to give them the feed. And secondarily, has there been opportunity to hunt or forage along the way?
Yeah, let's make some survival checks to see if you can hunt in the forest. Let's roll.
So I'd like to hold off on the rations as long as we can.
And there's also the ranger, so you can make your roll too, Orville. I know you have
Gotcha.
survival.
Forgot I had this skill.
What do you want me to roll?
The survival check. So Bella, you're at what's that? 1, 2. Garlemon, for every 2 points. Let's see, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, Garlemon himself provides enough food for everyone just for that day.
I just have a whole bunch of like mushrooms and edible herbs and like some fruit.
Garlemon chops down a tree and turns it into delicious steak.
I'm just happy to
Yeah.
eat.
You're not magic.
You don't know.
Not
Now it seems that the wind's picked up just a tad, but the rain has, kind of has stopped.
Oh, did we bring Fat Mouth with us?
Yeah, I put Little Man on board too.
Okay, he'll just be in the cart somewhere. He can just, I don't know. He's small. He doesn't take up much room. He can entertain the princess with his antics.
Can I get a perception check from the group? Again, now it seems that you're about a day away from the board.
I see the whole world.
Yeah, you can. I see some. And the group continues to make their way.
So I didn't spot anything.
Why can't I move this? Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go.
Ooh. For the
Cannot wait to-
perception roll, Arvel, you just open up your character sheet, you find where it says perception, and you click on it.
Gotcha, thank you.
Cannot wait to reach the shores of the Ember Lakes of Nybor, as well traveled as I am.
I can't wait to get there either.
Well,
Such eloquence from from my little friend here. I'm impressed.
well, I do have streaks of
I see
inspiration.
them all, DM. Which side is that on, DM? Okay, my ear is just gonna twitch south, and then I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna use my super scene to see what's going on there. Alright.
Okay. At that moment, you see arrows fly. Give me 1 second. Let me see what this is. You know what? I'm gonna leave the wind because I like the wind. I'm gonna leave that.
Goblins at the flank!
Whoa! I'm gonna stop at the horses.
This is what I did to myself. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay.
It's
Don't worry
all
about it.
good here. All good.
Always something.
You're doing great, Arbel. Don't worry about it.
There we go.
Well, I'm gonna get ahead of this since I know what I'm gonna be doing.
No.
I think that's the wrong map.
Why did it do that? Why did it do that? Perfect. I'm gonna say, let me move people around.
Oh, nice! I got the same roll both times too. I don't even have to fix it.
Nice.
Okay. So at that note, you're going to. No, it's so slow today. You can hear the wind. As you're met with arrow attacks. Arvel, this Sith one gets Arvel because they get around since no one saw them. I think. Okay, so go ahead and roll your initiative. Everyone can go ahead and roll initiative, but Marius, you get an initiative on the surprise round as well.
Wait, so do I, don't I?
Yes.
Because I saw them. Okay.
Does everyone roll initiative?
Some people didn't yet. I don't know if they didn't click on their tokens first or what's going on there.
Aloysius, you there?
Yeah. Did you get my initiative?
No, sir.
I rolled 11.
Okay. What's your character?
I don't know, man. I've got him on the map.
He's turned sideways, so he's hard to
He looks
see.
like a chair.
Now we're ready. So I'm gonna have this one. Arvel, wait for Arvel to roll initiative. I'll add his turn. What was your initiative, Arvel?
His first one was 8.
8.
1-7.
8. 7. Okay. And Yuri's got a subset stone. It is what it is. So this note, Arvel, you notice a goblin poke out, and it seems to run out of the tree, and it starts to attack Arvel. It takes its small short bow and knocks an arrow, and it's going to release it. Let's see if it can hit you or not. Let's see. 21 hits you, Arvel, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Arvel, take 2 points of damage. I'm gonna have this goblin come out. Marius, you see this one. As it goes to loose an arrow. see if it hits Marius. 14, that's a miss.
It sure is.
We're gonna have this one move up. Seeing Aloysius there, it's gonna move and try to hit more. Excuse me. Oh, I rolled bad. It's okay. It is what it is. It hits Aloysius.
14 hits.
Aloysius take 4 damage, and then this one's gonna pop.
Oof.
Hit this warrior. See if it hits the warrior. Oh, it's 17 hits the little cavern guard.
Oh shit.
Okay. Wow, 7 damage to him. Let's
Yikes.
see.
What the fuck?
Okay,
Nine.
now
That's
it
great.
is Marius' turn and then Bella's.
Okay, so Marius is going to leave the cart, and I guess charge this goblin here.
But you're gonna move. You're gonna move and jump and charge at the same time. Do all that. Make an acrobatics check because you're in her car.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes it. You make it. You don't fall on your face.
Okay, and draw and charge.
Okay.
So this will be a two-handed bastard sword attack here. So +2
Let's see.
with the charge.
As you swing and a miss, the goblin ducks under you, and your eyes widen how this goblin can dodge your attack, but it does, Marius. Okay.
Alright,
Bella.
seeing that, I'm going to 5-foot step to where Marius used to be.
Okay.
I'm going to swift action, pull my gun from my mouth, move action, load it with a explosive bullet, and so I'm just gonna put the cartridge in, turn it, and it's gonna glow red, and then I'm going to point at the goblin and fire. I assume that hits touch AC?
It does. It hits touch AC.
Alright, that's gonna be that much damage.
See it?
That is. Yeah,
See.
it's gonna be a small.
Okay. Every little hit matters. Okay. Okay. So that was a surprise round, and now the goblin's turns again. Turn some light on here. The wind is still picking up pretty profusely now. Let's see what these goblins gonna do.
Oh wait, no. It's supposed to be 2d6, not 1d6. Give me a second. That extra damage on there. Let me fix that. I did this in level 2.
Okay, my goblin here is gonna see if he can attack Arbel again. Oh, that hits.
Ooh.
That does.
5 damage to Arbel. This one's gonna drop back. Seeing Marius here, can't do nothing. I'm going to, man. I'm gonna drop my bow. This goblin seeing Marius in his face, drops his bow. He gets out a spear and he's gonna attack Marius. Dang, man, I messed that up. I hit Marius barely.
Yep.
Marius take 3 damage. I'm gonna have this goblin go and try to attack the other guard, Twamis. Does he hit? He misses. And this goblin's gonna see if he can attack Aloysius. He misses. Okay. Now Marius' turn again.
So Marius draws his shield and continues on the assault the goblin in front of him with a will attempt a single swing with the bastard sword.
It hits, and you do a gashing blow to his chest, dealing damage. Okay. You notice that As you drive the sword into him, you do a little more damage than normal, it seems like, as you will your advanced sword for the first time in combat, or for the first attack. Okay. Now it is Garlemon's turn.
I'll step off the carriage and I'll drink my muscle milk.
Okay.
But that's all I can do for the turn.
Okay. Bella, what would you like to do?
Is that goblin still up?
Yep. It's not turned upside down yet.
All right, I'll move action, load my gun with another explosive bullet, aim, and fire. I don't think that would hit that.
Unfortunately, you hear a loud gunfire. Here we go. You go off. You hear the horses start to neigh. But they're not scared because they're combat trained. And Bella misses, unfortunately, and you see bits of the tree kind of splinter. You hear the goblin laugh. Okay, now it is Robert's turn. Robert, Aloysius, what did you roll for your initiative?
11.
Okay, yeah. So now it's your turn, and then Arvel's turn.
I want to use as a free action, speak with animals and tell the horses to just stay calm. And then I want to fire a short bow at this goblin.
Okay.
And I could fire that from my position
Yeah, you
driving.
Can.
Okay, that was a poor roll, but
Unfortunately, the goblin misses. You miss.
okay, that's gonna be my turn.
And Arvo, your turn.
All right. So use full round attack action to use rapid shot against the goblin in the back.
Let's go ahead and flip you. There you go. So go ahead and roll d20, not the Discord.
Did not the Discord or on roll 20?
On roll 20.
Okay.
Do you have all your bonuses added up on your character sheet or no?
Was doing that.
Okay, no worries. Well, that's a miss. I can tell you with that one. Because all your attacks get a negative. What is what is your bonus to attack? 4 plus what? 4 plus your dex. Your dex is 4.
Plus 8 for a longbow.
Plus 8. Okay. Yeah, plus 8. So that's a miss. Roll your second one.
I don't
one.
hit either.
Okay, so unfortunately the wind is picking up, and as you try to, you've gotten hit, the wind's picking up, the horse is moving just a little bit, and it's just hard for you to get a good shot on the goblin. Back to the goblin's turn. This goblin is going to return fire at Arvo. He hits. Doing 3 damage. This goblin begins to continue to do his onslaught at Marius. Let's go. Do we confirm? He hits Marius. You hear the laughter in his voice as he begins to poke you with a spear, doing 3 damage. This goblin continues his assault on Aloysius, if it misses, and then this one continues to hit the guard. He hits. Let's see what he does. 3 damage. Okay. Marius' turn again.
I'm going to fly into a rage.
Night,
Yeah.
angry boy.
And I'm going to start making these count a little bit harder. So I slash back at the spear-wielding goblin.
You hit. You see the goblin is bloodied. You can start to see bone, exposed bone and tendons and ligaments on his arm. But he's still holding that spear.
It's good to have you back, Marius.
There's something unnatural about these goblins. They're just taking so much more and dishing it out.
Okay. Garlemon.
I would like. Let's see. I would like to charge this goblin.
Can you charge? Yeah, you can. Okay, hit him.
Okay, so add 2 to hit on this one.
You hit him. Okay, I see your damage. Okay.
And that's all from me. Run up and
Ella.
cleave him.
Yep. The one next to Marius is still alive, right? Yep. Another bullet loaded. Another explosion happened.
Yep, and that one starts to erupt in flame.
Oh yeah, it's gonna shoot straight into his chest. It's gonna do so much, holy shit. Yeah.
Okay. And now it is Aloysius' turn.
He sees Bella destroying that goblin wide-eyed. I turn and shoot at that one again.
Let's see. Unfortunately, you miss again. As you're trying.
Damn it!
You're trying to keep the horses calm with one hand on one rein, as loading your short bow or nocking the arrow, but unfortunately you miss.
Damn it, Garlemon, get him!
What do you think I'm doing?
Okay. Arvel, your turn.
Arvel, cast Deadeye Arrow and make a shot against the same goblin.
Deadeye Arrow. Is that an immediate spell or a?
Yeah, instantaneous.
That is? No. What is that? Is it? That's standard action. You can't do 2 standard action. That'd be for your next turn, wouldn't it?
You're right, it is 1 standard action.
Yeah. So that'd be that turn. Okay. Which effect are you trying to do?
You shoot it from the bow for the extra d6.
Okay. So on your next run, you can do that. Let's see if we can get some magic in the building for my boy Arvel. There we go. This goblin does nothing. This goblin begins his onslaught of killing the Longshank. 14. He misses. He misses Arvel, correct? Yeah. He misses.
Yes.
This one's going to attack the guard again. Let's see if he hits. Yep.
That guard is having a rough time.
Yep.
Yeah, the guard can't catch.
And that guard falls
Did he even get to do anything?
as the horse. Yeah, he's been missing. It's a level
That's sad.
It's a level 1 guard, bro.
Oh.
Look, I'm not insulting him, I'm just insulting him.
And then this goblin is going to take a 5-foot step back, and we're going to attack this person in front of us now. 27 hits, and now we're going to roll 6 damage to Garlemon. Okay, now it is Marius' turn.
Okay, so
Is that
I
one
want
dead?
to say that. No, that's from. I'm assuming this boulder is blocking a charge, right?
Yeah, there's rocks
'Kay.
here. There's a tree root here.
Yeah. Just figured I'd ask before I just choose to double move. So I'm gonna get up in this this gob's face
I got you.
and double move, and that's my turn.
Okay. Now it is Garlemon's turn.
I will step up and attempt to bring forth Slam Nation on this boy. But now with a roll like that, oof.
the goblin as he laughs at you. Can I get a goblin laugh in chat? Bella, your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and just like jump off the cart and walk over to this guy.
I need acrobatics check. If you're jumping, that cart's big, you're small.
Okay. Not great.
Just roll that acrobatics check. Oh,
Already did.
you fall.
Do I have how much movement do I lose?
You just fall because it's a certain roll to jump off something big, and then you can get up. Can't you get up? You just take a 5 foot step, you fall. I think you can get up, or getting up a full round, or is this a move?
Getting up is a move.
Yeah, you just move, and then you can get up and do something again.
All right. Well, I'll just keep crawling then. Crawling over to this guy, because that's an option available to me. I'm just hiding low, and then I'm just gonna pour a potion down this guy's throat of a cure light wounds
Roll.
as my action.
Now, do you have the potion readied? Like,
Yeah.
did you pull it out
is,
beforehand?
Yeah. This is my This is one of my spell slot things.
Just one standard action to cast this on someone? Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it
no,
is
I
creature
already
touch.
made it.
says creature touch, so you're touching it.
Yeah.
Okay, start sending me your spells and stuff throughout the day, because this was a new day, but it's okay. We'll do it next time.
It's the same thing that I always have. 3
Okay.
cure light wounds, 1 shield. Marius has 1 shield potion. I have the Marius has 1 cure light wounds potion. I have the rest.
Perfect.
But yeah, this guy is gonna get healed 5.
Got you. 5. And he looks up as you're starting to heal him. He's still on the ground, though. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now it is Aloysius' turn.
I'm gonna fire a short bow at that goblin again.
Okay.
And wasting arrows.
You miss again, Aloysius. Arville, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna shoot this dead-eye shot at the goblin.
Okay. The attack deals 1d6, like plus 120, plus. Okay. So. It says 18.
Touch AC with the Deadeye, right?
Yep. So now you're rolling 1d6 electric damage plus 1. So roll 2d6 plus 1. Okay. Okay. So that's 5 and then 1. So 6 damage. Got you. To that one. Okay. Now back to my gob's turn. Seeing Marius, this goblin is going to back up, forget about Orville, and we're going to try to attack what is in our face. 21, I think that's a miss now, right? You got your shield on.
No, it's because I'm raging. It's 19, so it's a hit.
Okay. 3 damage. This goblin, seeing Bella try to heal, he is going to shoot Bella, but since Bella's on the ground, Bella gets a +4 to dodge it. Let's see if I can roll. 22, I missed, right?
That actually just hits because I don't have shield potion up at the moment.
6 damage to Bella.
Oof.
Let's see if I hit Garlemon as I back up, back into the woods. But I missed Garlemon. Okay. Let's go to Marius again.
Marius moves in, and he attacks.
Unfortunately, the goblin dodges as you bring your axe down. Excuse me, as you bring your masterwork silver bastard sword down. He dodges and he hits the tree.
You slippery bastard.
Garlemon.
I will step up and I'll take another swing at him.
Garlemon lets out a swing of this dragon fang as he slices the goblin. The goblin quickly evades at the last moment and spins around.
Damn.
Bella, your turn.
Alright, crawling's half movement, right?
I would say 1/3.
I remember what the actual rules are. That's why I'm asking.
I would just say 1/3.
Alright, so 1/3 is one. Not great.
What is Bella doing?
Well, I am going to move action, load my gun. Does the prone condition incur penalties when firing from
I
prone?
think you actually get a +4 to hit. I can't remember. Let me see.
That's why I'm
Well, I
asking.
don't imagine so, because I can't imagine it's easier to fire weapons like. Okay, I don't know. It might be different for guns specifically,
It
because I know
is.
if you're like if you're laying on the ground with a bow, like no, you'd never get bonuses. I think with guns you do get a bonus though.
I can't remember.
It says I can use. It says I can't use ranged weapons except for a crossbow, so I assume guns would also apply since that rule was made before.
I think guns can be fired. I'm not gonna.
Well,
give you a
I
bonus
think
on
part of the problem with guns is the fact that if you're prone on the ground, reloading the gun becomes more complicated.
It'd be the same thing with a crossbow, though.
No, for a crossbow you put the bolt in. For the gun, you actually have to take out powder and everything and pack it.
I guess for like a long two-handed, that would be a thing, but I just have a pistol.
Okay,
So
we're
Ethan,
gonna have to just nope. Yeah.
Are you cheating?
Yeah, you get +4 to hit, +4 to AC
Okay.
versus ranged attacks, but negative AC versus melee. Yeah.
Okay. I will go ahead and then load a explosive bullet and then fire it. I think that hits.
Yeah, it hits. I see your damage.
Alright, cool beans.
That one's dead. This is one that hasn't been hit yet. 12.
17 total.
Did that make sense?
And I'm just kind of using this guy a little bit as cover, hiding behind him.
Okay. Okay. Now let's. Aloysius' turn.
Okay, I'm gonna shout to Garlemon, kill him! And then I want to fire a short bow at this guy. Finally, that might hit.
Yeah, you hit, and you do some good damage. Okay. Ariel, what would you like to do?
I will fire at the same goblin that Aloysius fired at.
So this one.
Well, we're fucking up that goblin. It's not gonna have a good day.
Okay,
He
attack.
has threatened my friend.
Hmm.
Great.
So roll. Did you just shoot one time, or?
Yeah, just one time.
Okay. Unfortunately, the arrow whizzes past. Okay, my goblin
Where is the
here.
win?
We're gonna back up. Hit Marius.
Oh yeah.
4 damage. This goblin, seeing what's going on, is going to drop his bow. We can't charge because there's a stick here. We're gonna pick up spear up and we're gonna try to hit this person on the ground in front of us.
Which one, Bella or the guard?
The rat.
Either way, that missed.
I missed. Dang it. This one's gonna back up. Gonna see if we can hit Garlemon with the bow steel. Dang, man, I miss. All my goblins miss. Okay, Mario, it's your turn.
All right, continuing the kiting, so to speak. Oh man, that's a no bueno.
Okay, Garlemon.
Step and swing. If I can get above a 10, it'd be nice.
Feel ya.
Nope.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Bella, your turn.
Alright, seeing how this isn't going great, I'm going to drink my shield potion, because he's right next to me, and then I'm going to stand up for prone, which provokes shock of opportunity.
Okay. Let's see if he can hit it.
Does drinking the potion provoke?
Yes.
No, it's my.
Drinking provokes as well, but you only get one because I don't have combat reflexes.
I can't remember if the alchemist thing does provoke. Let me check.
Yeah, because you would get, I think, accelerated drinker or something. So I'm gonna roll. Do I get
that doesn't apply.
Cody? Do I get +4 on this and she's getting up from prone?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Okay. So 5 plus the 4. Because last time I checked was 9. Let's roll. 25 hits.
25 should hit, yeah.
Yep. And then I'm gonna do 4 damage to Bella.
I mean, you're just lucky Jeremy's not mean. I've had DMs that would attack the potion instead.
No, I can miss.
Okay, that was my action and my movement to stand up, and then, yeah, I'm just going to 5-foot step behind this horse to get some cover.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now that was Bella, Aloysius, and then Arville.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to the one I was shooting before.
Aloysius' turn too. I'm sorry, man. Aloysius.
Yeah, bro.
It's all good. I'm gonna shoot that guy too.
Okay. Oh, you hit him.
Dropped him, I hope.
I mean, you're getting there.
God damn, I nailed him though. Come on, guys.
Arville, your turn.
Rapid shot. Send goblin.
Okay. So +8. That's a negative. You're hitting with the second. You're hitting with the second one. Roll your damage.
Alright, let's see. That's 5 total.
Yep, you hit him. The goblin goes under. You can hear your goblin crying as he gets hit. Or just sore. He's just sore from getting hit by the goblin. Okay. My goblin turn. Gonna take a step back. Gonna see if we can hit. Marius. That's a miss. This goblin do the same. Dang it. They both miss. Now Marius' turn and Garlemon's.
I'm gonna take a moving forward and getting really sick of this bow. I can attempt to sunder, right?
You can.
Yeah. I'm going to attempt to sunder that bow.
Sundering provokes attack opportunity, but I don't get it. You can damage that exceeds the object's hardness is subtracted from its hit point. If an object has equal to or less than half its total hit points remaining, it gains a broken condition. So you do 13 damage. So now let me see.
God, if this is just a regular bow, you might have just straight up broke it.
Let's see.
Or like destroyed it.
It has its hardness. Why does it not have its hardness up here? It doesn't. Okay. Okay, let me look. It has a hardness. I don't see a longbow up here. Composite longbow up here. I don't see its hardness.
Just, I'm looking at the, what is it? Weapon or shield, projectile weapon, hardness 5, HP 5. Common armor weapon and shield hardness hit points.
It's a composite longbow.
So it has a hardness of 5 and 5 HP.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading.
So it's broken.
So no, it's destroyed.
It's destroyed.
Yeah, it's completely unusable since he dealt. If he only dealt like 3 damage to it in total, it would be broken since it would still have some HP left, but it would be below half. But since he dealt the full 5 damage of its health, it's just completely destroyed.
Okay, the goblin's gonna growl at you.
Marius growls back in the most mocking tone he can. Grrr.
Carlamon,
Grr.
your turn, Carlamon.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna step here, and then I'm gonna step right there, and then I'm gonna give him a swing. Nope.
Miss again.
I would try and do what Marius did, but I don't trust my CMB for that.
What's taking so long?
Now it is Bella's turn.
All right. Is this goblin in front of me still alive?
He's on the ground.
Oh, like he went unconscious?
Yeah, he's bleeding out.
Okay. Can I see this one through the
Nope.
woods? Okay. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and drink a potion and reload my gun. But not with an explosive bullet, with a regular one.
Okay. Aloysius, what would you like to do? And then Arvo, what would you like to do?
I am just gonna calm the horses and reassure them, and then pass my turn.
Okay, Arvo.
I'm going to take another rapid shot against the one that Marius is facing.
Mm-hmm.
And because I have precise shot, I'll take that -4.
You don't have precise shot?
I do have precise shot.
Okay, so you get a +8. To that one, -2. Or yeah, that one hits. Roll again. That's a +8. It's a 9 -2. That's a miss, so your first one hits.
Eight damage.
That's good damage, man.
The storm guards my bow.
Yeah, that's good damage, man. Okay. And now it is my turn again. This goblin is going to stay where he's at because he takes a spear and he attacks. He misses. This goblin I'm going to drop his bow and attack as well. And he misses. Okay, Marius, your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing at him now. There we go. That feels good.
Yep, you hit him, and this goblin falls. Now for you, girl.
Okay. Oh, 1 second. I just cannot get above a 10.
Rolling
So,
above 10 is crazy.
that's all for me.
Aloysius and Arver, what would you like to do? Starting with Bella.
Well, I've loaded my gun, so I'm going to walk my my full 20 feet of movement, because I am a slow girl. And alright, this is going to be at a -3 because it's out of point blank shot range, and it's like 10 feet over my increment.
And it's on the ground. So you shoot it, and you hit it, and it burns up.
And do
this
keep
is
in
just-
mind that outside of that range, it's not touch AC anymore.
Yeah. Also, this is just a regular shot, not an explosive one. So it's just the 5.
No, that goblin is dead. It is done dead. It's not even moving on the little floor anymore.
Beans.
Okay. Aloysius and then Arvo's turn.
Aloysius is just going to hang out and continue guarding the cart and keeping the horses calm.
Arvo, if you have a handle animal check, you can take your horse and move up here if you wanted to.
Alright, I do.
Okay.
It sucks I wasn't on explosive bullet, though. That was so good.
Make your handle animal check. Okay, it's good. You get up there. Now you can attack this one.
Alright, just a normal shot this time around. Reckon that'll hit.
What'd you roll? Yep, that hits. Roll your damage. Oh, that dang. Oh, Garlemon's just gotta hit one time. Okay. Arvor's turn, now my Goblin's turn. I'm going to try to attack Garlemon again. A 22. That's a miss.
Yep.
Okay. Now it is Marius' turn. Or do you want Garlemon to go see if he can kill it? Or you can move.
I'll
that would be wise.
yeah. I was going to say I can just double move, which was my original plan, and then Garlemon can attempt.
Yeah, I'm just having a slugfest over here at this point.
So I double move to here, and yeah, best luck.
Okay, Garlemon.
Are you under 10 again? Jesus, this is ridiculous.
I feel you, man.
I got a +9 to hit, and I cannot get anywhere with it.
This
They're
is
targeting
the lamest Garlemon fight yet.
Right?
I feel you. Like,
Just hit touch AC. It works out pretty well.
just attack their weapons. It's better. It's easier to hit.
Now it is Bella's turn.
Oh, I'm just going to walk over to this goblin and then poison it with my hands because I am poisonous to the touch.
You have how many of those again a day? 4?
I have 5 at the moment since I'm still level 3.
Okay. Okay. That goblin begins to stop breathing as well. Okay, Aloysius and then Arvo's turn.
I'm going to look back at the princess and her handmaid. I want to ask if the ladies are okay and let them know this shall all be over soon.
And she tells you, she says, 4 goblins. I'm not worried about. You did rescue us from that this farm with those evil guys in dark robes were kidnapping people and doing doesn't know what with them, or Irascial knows what with them. So I feel pretty safe in her comrades' hands.
I assure you, ladies, we'll be on our way soon.
Okay, Arvo, your turn.
Another rapid shot.
Okay, that hits.
Nice.
Oh, they both hit. Okay, so
Bro,
roll your damage.
you're
He's getting all the fucking good rolls.
Okay,
I've
Hell yeah.
stolen them.
okay.
Get it, dude?
We're gonna try to attack Garlemon one time. That's a miss. Garlemon, I'll let you go ahead. Oh, my bad. Marius, your turn.
All right, so Marius should be able to. What is it? Should be able to pass through there and get to the goblin just fine.
Okay.
With full movement. And I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna hopefully rob Garlemon of the final hit.
That would be very funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he does. As a goblin lets out
That's
a
doo-doo.
wail.
I was able to hit it one time, and I hit it for like 15, and then I couldn't do shit.
Hey man, I just rolled max damage on this guy.
That's
Garlemon!
pretty
Did you get him, Garlemon? Did you get him?
Shut up, Aloysius.
good.
He's
If
got.
that's-
I think you performed just fine.
If that's the end of initiative, I'll walk over to the last goblin. Anyone have any objections?
He might
To
be
what?
valuable.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to touch him, and then he will cough up blood and die.
That is horrifying.
Seems violently unnecessary.
Well, I
Agreed.
mean, you could always stab him.
I'm just going to get my arrows and pretend I didn't know you have magic hands.
They're not magic. It's just poison, darling.
Somehow
Don't hit
that's
me.
more terrifying.
And then I'll just crouch down, and I'll put my hand on its chest, and it'll start coughing up blood.
So the party, you can make a perception check or do what you want to do.
I'd like to check and see if the bodies had anything. If the bodies had anything worth taking on them.
Yeah, you find 4 well-made longbows, short bows, since they're goblins, short bows.
3.
A 3. Good job, Morris. 3.
Nice. I want one of
Are
those.
we talking like masterwork well made or just like decently crafted?
You would have to you would have to investigate that, do a praise check, or do something that you would know.
Oh, I can do that.
What do I need to roll to get my arrows back?
Those arrows are gone.
All right.
I'd like to
Bad.
compare these short bows against my short bow to see if they look better.
Does a 20 on an appraise check work?
Okay, so what are they in that case? I just need to know so I can type it out in the gear things. Like, keep track.
They're masterwork +1 composite short bows.
What
Hell
the
yeah,
fuck?
I want one.
4 sheets of small masterwork chainmail.
Slow down.
I immediately take my bullshit short bow and throw it on the ground and grab one of these new ones.
Okay, so we have the composite short bows.
4 spears for small characters. 4 sets of small masterwork chainmail.
That's some nice armor, but it's a little bit too noisy for me.
I can't wear this shit. I like how
We can certainly sell it.
it is very valuable. Can't admit.
Are the spears just normal spears?
From what I can tell, yes.
Okie doke. Did they have anything else on them?
Does anyone have detect magic? Who's here?
I do have the ability to do it, but I don't have it right now. So.
Okay. Well, you find. Let's roll a d10.
Me? Got it.
No, I got it. You find 4 arrows.
4 arrows. I'll hand them to Aloysius.
And then you find 2. You're not gonna find that there. And then. Yep, that's it. That's all you got.
Sorry.
Alright,
Okay.
how many regular arrows and the 4 asterisk arrows?
That's it. You just found 4 arrows.
Oh, they used the rest of them on us? That hurts. That's fair.
Why'd you have to mention detect magic? God damn it.
Well, I mean, like, I have the ability to use it. I just don't have it prepared.
So we don't have the ability to use it. That's. Yeah.
But I can. I'm gonna look it over when we get to our stuff. Because why wouldn't I?
Give me 1 second to.
Well, it's more of a problem of like, I don't even know if we picked up whatever it was.
Well, I mean, if it was like rings, specifically well-made shoes or anything like that, I would have.
No, we picked up 2 short bows, 4 spears, and 4 master chainmail.
Yeah, but
3.
I'm saying like, if it was a ring or particularly well-made things, with my perception check and my appraisals checks, I should have been able to notice that they were worth money. Like.
No, yeah. I mean, with
Like-
magic stuff, it should be pretty obvious because that shit's masterwork by default.
Exactly. So
If they were goblins with nice shoes, is what you're asking.
yeah, like if it was anything along those lines of a magic item, the item itself would still look very, very valuable, even if I can't directly tell that it's magic.
On the side note, I don't know about the rest of you, but these 4 goblins were well equipped, and this has gotten me greatly concerned.
Yeah, I would agree. This bow is
Like-
badass.
Like, this is some high grade stuff. Not even the militia. Even I don't even know if our guards back at Sandpoint have stuff half as good as this.
I mean, I'd be surprised if the guards in Sandpoint had stuff a quarter as good as this.
Where do you think these lowly ass goblins are getting it from?
I'm
Well-
not sure, but there are footprints to the south. I don't know quite how many, but there's a lot of footprints. This might just be a small scouting party.
It's
Well-
it's a
They're well equipped for a scouting party.
I mean, the sad fact of the matter is that it's not really our problem. We already got business we got to take care of.
I was just going to say
Very wise.
it's something to keep note of.
That's fine.
But,
I'll take my bow and continue.
but this, for lack of a better term, reeks of the lumber mill based on the niceties of these compound bows we just found.
Mm-hmm. Well, Marius, how much damage did you take? You look a little.
I'm all right. I can last. It's
Don't
not.
be afraid to take that potion I gave you.
I would rather save it for a moment just in case. I'm quite healthy still. Nothing but a couple of pinpricks.
Okay, that's fair. I had to use one of mine to save the god over here. So that's the last one I can make for today. At least I can figure out this little line here. And I'll look into my book that I usually keep chained up.
Fair enough. Is the guard? Will the guard be okay? Does he need mine?
He'll live, but he's hurt.
I go over to the guard and offer him the other potion.
Thank you. It seems this is the second time you lads have saved us.
Yeah. And
They are
don't
quite
worry
competent.
about the cost. They're fairly easy for me to make. They're just like unlimited supply, as always.
We don't need you falling on us now. You know, we've almost got you home.
Is he gonna drink that?
Yep. Go ahead and roll.
Alright, he's gonna get an additional 6 points.
Okay. He says, feeling much better. Thank you.
Well, let's load up and roll out.
Alright, I'm fairly tapped for the day. So if we can make it even there, if we can make it there, I'd be very calm.
Didn't we? Weren't we aware that we were about a day's out, or half a day, or
I can't remember. I have the small brain.
We were about a day away,
A day away, yeah.
Okay. Well, if we can
so
find
we got
somewhere,
one more. We got one more camp under the stars.
fair enough.
that's also something we should keep in mind, given we're actually getting closer to Nybor here.
Mhm.
That we're finding a well-equipped goblin patrol a day's travel.
As you make your way. through-
Well, in the morning, what I would do is I would, instead of making 3 Cure Light Wounds, I'll make 2. 1 Shield Potion, and then I'll make 1 Identify Potion, and I'll drink that, and that functions as Detect Magic for me. And I'll look over our stuff, see if there's anything good we picked up from there.
Well, go ahead and roll your identify then.
What is it again? It's like a plus 10. Oh,
Do you have spellcraft?
oh yeah, I have tons of spellcraft.
It functions to detect magic, so they give you plus 10. So you detect magic, so
It-
roll
it
your
does-
spellcraft plus 10.
That will be a 37. Oh. Also, Aloysius.
Yes.
These 4 arrows I gave you earlier, they're arrows of Bane Animal. I thought it would be smart to look over our equipment in the morning since they had such nice supplies. And I guess this makes sense why they weren't using those arrows since... Well, at least I don't think I'm an animal.
Fine, I'll take them. He shoves them in his quiver.
So, the weapons enchant... So those arrows also have a +2 to hit?
It's a +1, unless it's used against an actual bonus. And then it's extra, then it's a +2, and then it's extra 2d6.
Okay, so each arrow is +1, and then if it hits an animal, it's +2 instead and does an extra 2d6 damage.
You're gonna call them animal bane arrows?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you say something else? Oh, yeah, that's if... and... I don't know how much longer you're going to be sticking with us. Arvel, would you like an arrow or two? We did help
I
you
would
get some of
certainly
them.
not. I would certainly not be adverse to it.
Aloysius, you should share with him an arrow. Make keys.
I don't even know him.
He did
Oh,
help.
the same could be the same for me. And we are heading to my hometown after all.
Okay, I'm gonna give him one of my 4 arrows.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Aloysius.
All right. Well, I think we all did a great job. Let's head to town.
Okay. As you continue on your travels to Nybor, what do you hear? You hear this. Let me see what we got here. Can I have some perception checks? That's so annoying. I don't like that. I'm sorry, guys. It seems that it's like a fog has kind of set in. It gets windy. You know, Nybor's by a lake, so which can, be expected. But what bothers you is that you can hear the buzz of insects, and it seems to get louder as you take a step. Each step you take, and you notice as you as you take the bend, that it gets louder and louder, and you start to see little bits of something white on the ground in front of you.
Could I roll a alchemy check or like a knowledge nature check in order to tell what that is? Which one?
Alchemy. Let's do alchemy.
All right. 23. Wow. That's strange. It looks like someone spilled a lot of flour around here.
Odd.
Oh, is it like sifting through the air, or is it only on the floor?
On the ground.
Okay. Didn't want to have a flour explosion.
As you move up even more, the noise of flies starts to get louder.
Do these flies sound familiar? Are they like just normal flies or large flies?
I mean, they seem a little like large, but I don't know. Like it's just a lot of flies. You can hear it.
They look like horse flies. They're really big, but really noisy.
And as the party continues to go up, on the trail, you notice some bodies in front of you.
It's never a dull moment.
Can I roll a perception to see if they look human size or?
Just to be clear, is this the next day?
It's the
Right?
next day because you just identified the Bane arrows. Remember?
Yeah, okay, cool beans. Just wanted to make doubly sure.
Aloysius, stop the cart. Let me take a look.
Whoa, whoa.
And I'll hop off and start making my way closer to him. And I'll have my sword out just in case.
The stench is
Marius
horrible. The
is-
stench is horrible as you get close to it. Garlemon, give me a fortitude save. You make it. You're good. You're not phased. What'd you say, Morris, before I cut you off for a roll?
I was going to say, just given our last interaction, Marius is just going to slip off the cart and ready his weapon and his shield just in case.
Okay.
Are these people dressed in any particular way? Anything stand out about them?
No, they're picked clean. I mean, there's some flavor in there, but they're picked clean. Besides, like, this bear, you know, whatever they have. Like undergarments, they're picked clean.
I look back at the princess and her maid and, ladies, this will just be a second.
Yeah, can you move that? I don't like touching dead bodies all that much.
I'll sheathe my sword and somewhat carefully. I'll kind of push the bodies off the road.
As you push them off the road, they start to sloth as you grip the bodies. And it's like, once you grab it, it's like when you get like a good pork shank or something and the skin just falls right off the bone and it slips under your fingers. Like as if you were putting your hands in risotto or noodles.
Risotto.
I'll make sure to take hold of like their hips or like shoulders then.
Grab them by the hips, Garlemon.
Now this, Arville, he tells you that you're about an hour, 2 hours away from town.
Well, if that's the case, we might want to hurry. Marius, hop in. Aloysius, let's give it a little gas and try and get over there quickly.
Slap the reins and yeah.
Okay. As the fog kind of settles, you finally see it. Arville, everyone lets out like a sigh, like, you know, when you haven't been home in a while. You see the beautiful town of Nybor, but it does seem as you hear the rain kind of it drips. Let me see where we got it. You can the rain starts to come a lot drizzle, and you notice something is eerie about it.
Is it the mysterious lack of people?
Oh, there you go. There's your town.
Alright, so things have changed a lot since I've last been here.
Honestly, it looks almost as bad, if not worse, than Sandpoint at this point. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's just the rain.
I'm
Makes
just
everything
like
look dreary.
playing along. I clearly don't know what I'm.
Did everybody get the picture?
Oh, yes, very different. Well traveled, very different.
Did everybody get the picture or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's find your dad's house. Where's he? Where you live at?
Now, let's go to. Where's my. Let's go. Where's my map at? Right now, my map. So you go in and there's like a small guard station. It's kind of like if you know made it out of character. When you go to those apartment complexes, and they're like gated and have like a little guard station there.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's where you're getting the feel from. You go up there, and you see two guards there, and they look red-eyed, bloodshot-eyed. You know, just maybe working too much or overshipping the rain or whatever. They're kind of huddled up over a small fire there. This town, it does look nice and peaceful. I mean, it is a beautiful town from what you see right now. And they look and they say, one of them looks at Tomas and said, "Tomas, good to see you. I had feared since you've been gone for some time now that you may never return. This is good news." They look at Arvel as well and say, "Arvel, I see that you come with the Baroness's daughter in tow."
That I have. Happy to see you as well, my friends.
He says, how's your travels been?
Not so great. We were attacked by well-equipped goblins. And unfortunately, after we defeated them, about a day's journey later, we came across far too many corpses to be in the middle of the road. Do you happen to know anything about that?
He says, well, we did start to send some word to wardle the town south of us. We didn't take by boat. We thought it'd be quicker. We've been having a lot of goblin attacks here recently, and we haven't been able to find. We're still on the hunt for the missing townsfolk. So we've been sending guards to go outside in the countryside, but they've been coming into encounters with goblins more frequently.
How were their equipment? The goblins, I mean.
Some are saying that they're fighting smart. They would say even like humans. That they have tactics to have flanking positions, and that it's just been too much to muster for just an outside force. So we're starting to fortify the town.
Aloysius spits and says, "That's disgusting, considering goblins fighting as humans or any of the civilized races."
They know how to kidnap people.
Are my parents alright? Are they still in town, or have they already left?
No, they're still here.
I figured as much. At least they're safe.
Galaman, correct me if I'm wrong, but you wanted to convince the people of the town to move towards Sandpoint for better fortification.
Yeah, Yeah, and I'm still holding to that. Might be the good. That might be the best move for us here. Is trying to consolidate here.
All right. I'm just trying to keep it all in my head. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Unlike this town, Sandpoint, it ain't got a lot of walls, but it's got them.
Yeah.
Also, more guards and weaponry. Probably.
But if the roads are this dangerous, I'm not so sure it's a good idea. It's hard to say.
I'll show you
Well,
the
if the
town.
roads are just dangerous, it's going to be really hard to defend the town when the roads walk inward.
Where's my town at here? Let's see. Here we go. So let me show you the town. I'll show you the town map. You know. Everyone see the map?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
follow me along. The party is where the little guard station's at. We're gonna walk down the road. There's a left way. We're not gonna take that. We're gonna keep on going straight. Everyone follow me?
Yep.
Yep.
The Baroness' daughter continues to move her way. Keep on going straight. And keep going straight. Keep going straight. Now, you see where there's some little farmlands and then there's like a bridge in the middle?
Yeah.
We're gonna take that just because of the carriage, it's big, and then we're going all the way down. You see where there's like a backwards E black house there?
Yeah.
The red one.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we're gonna take it all the way down until you see the fountain on the very right, east, where the red's at,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that's where we're at. You're greeted by a man. I'll show the players. We're gonna stay on the map. It's raining. You're greeted by a man. It seems to be like a caretaker, and the Baroness's daughter. She opens the door into her home. You see a small flower courtyard. Arvel's there as well. The guards go on like high alert that his daughter's return. You see an older halfling there. He's smoking a pipe. He has some grayed hairs, but his daughter rushes to him and he hugs her. And you can see a tear kind of shed as she says, "I thought I would never see you again." He says, "Come, come, get out of this rain."
Oh, happiness.
He looks at her and says, "So, what happened? Tell me all about what. Tell me what was going on." And you see her handmaiden there as well. He says, "Just where were you at? Last thing I know, you had went out just by the farms, and then one of the guards said that he took his eyes off of you, and then you were gone, and then there was the goblin creatures there, and goblins have never came so close to town. What's going on? What happened?" And she relays the information about her and the handmaiden going out just to have a stroll by some of the forest patches, and that they were apprehended by goblins, and the torment that they had to endure in the hole and the moving back and forth. And she just is crying, and that she thought that she was going to be dead, and she saw so many just die before and be beaten to death, so she just kept strong. And he just gives his daughter a hug and says to go clean up, and we're going to have a celebration for your return. And she says, "So." The man looks at Arvel and he says, "Arvel."
Yes, sir.
He shakes his hand and
Report.
said, "A job well done for bringing my daughter back home."
It is to be expected, my lord. Thank you for your trust in me.
He says, "So for the reward," and everybody's there at this time. He says, So he actually said, "So, what happened? How did you find her? Where did you?" She said, "This farm." She said, "How did you?" She said, "I know you and one guard went out searching, but I had doomed that you were gone after the goblin attacks. They've been coming closer to town, and we haven't been able to muster a force to send word anywhere." And,
I
he,
believe that.
and he's saying this to Arvel.
I believe those answers will be best given by my friends here. They quite knowledgeable on this subject.
Except for me. I'm afraid I wasn't there for that. I was in Magnamar at that time.
So, I can enlighten you on this one. Your daughter, along with numerous other people, many more than I would have expected, were found underneath a mill in a large farm north of, was it north of Sandpoint?
Well, no, southwest. Sorry, this guy's gnome, by the way. My bad. He's gnome, not halfling. My apologies.
In a large farm southwest of Sandpoint, there was some cult activities. I don't know if it's related to the goblins. We have our suspicions that it very well may be. But underneath the mill on the farm, there was a large pit. It was filled with probably 20, 30 people. Women, children, men, everyone. When we defeated the cultists, we stumbled upon the pit, and that's where we found your nice daughter here.
So you found her, not Arvel.
I'm afraid so.
Okay. He says, "Well, nevertheless, Arvel, thank you for risking your life. Sandpoint is 5 or 6 days away. A journey on horseback. Well, not on horseback, but just, how the caravan took. He said, you did risk your life to go find my daughter, even though you came empty-handed. You led these adventurers here to our town. Um, Luckily, we are, even though we are a small town, we do have some magic users in the area that, if an attack were to happen, we do think that they would be able to help us fortify our forces." He says, "So I'll get cleaned up now. Um, he says, you're free to welcome to stay here for a night or two while you rest up. I know you want to probably rest up. There's taverns in a town that can accommodate your group. And just, I'll send one of my men with you to say everything's on the house, and we appreciate it. Now, in terms of reward, you did get my daughter here safely." He says, "And she has not been harmed or maimed. I'm going to give you some gold. And it may not be much for, it looks like, steel swords yourself, but I think that you will, anyways, I mean, he says, I'm sorry, I'm just so happy to have my daughter home." What I roll? Sorry, that's a wrong dice roll. Okay, he gives the party 3,000 gold for
So
saving
let's
his
see,
daughter.
that's
Holy fuck.
Aloysius, Garlemon, Marius. Is Arvel, are you becoming a more permanent member of this little party?
For a few sessions. I don't mind taking a smaller cut.
Okay, let's see. So let's Roderick, Garlemon, Marius, Aloysius, Bella,
This seems like my kind of
Yuri,
place.
Arvel. Okay, so we got. Okay, give me a second. Let me do a little calculator magic here.
You also said that about my house.
Okay, Arvel included. Everybody get 428 gold and 5 silver and 5 copper,
Is
or
this
7 copper.
including Yuri?
Excuse me. Yes.
Okay.
Make
Can
sure
you put that
in there.
in them?
Make sure you put that in the master loot. He tells you, he says, you know what I need to do? I'm I'm just gonna make a new map for the map. So the party gets there. I mean, what does the party want to do after getting this gold?
Got the light shining in my eyes. I'm probably going to make more ammo eventually. I still have all the special shots that I made last time, so I don't think I'll spend it yet.
I'm sort of having trouble carrying it all, actually.
I'm
I,
gonna go.
Oh, sorry. I was going to suggest maybe we should see about getting a chest that we can attach to the carriage that can be locked to hold our treasure.
How much does someone have? Giri has craft magical item, right?
I don't know.
I think he told us that.
He might. Broderick has brew and scroll, I think it was.
I think he has scroll Aloysius, but I have brew potion.
Yeah, I can brew potions.
I can't. I can only make my infusion.
You can go ahead and put your people like down here.
Can you shift ping so I know where you're talking about?
It's here. So.
Yeah.
So what would the party like to do?
Weren't we in the business of trying to potentially recruit them to Sandpoint? Mind you, I don't think we could
Yeah,
make
the
a town
town's
of this size exodus into Sandpoint.
it's much larger than I thought, but we can at least, at the very minimum, I'd like to try and convince them and the town to the south from here on the river to at least work together with Sandpoint. At least they can try and pool their resources and try and coordinate to some degree.
I don't have a huge diplomacy check, but as a town, there's a lot of gnomes here, and I'm a gnome, so maybe I could speak with them.
We saved the Baron's daughter. I don't think we need any. I don't think we're going to need to do any major convincing to get him to be friendly with us. It's more just. It looks like they're on tough times too. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have to spare what we could require in the first place.
Maybe we can at least open up a better chain of communication between the two towns.
I think that's probably our best shot. Maybe with some luck get some trade moving.
You got 6 ravens. I rolled the d10. You got 6 ravens. So you can send 6 words to Sandpoint.
Well, let's talk to the Baron first and get his opinion and see what he says. And hell, we could leave one of the ravens with him, and he can send it back for.
Or you could leave all of them because they're only going to go to where they roost at.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if we want to leave them all right here.
True.
We're also going to the town. What's the town south of here on the river?
Wardle.
Yeah, we're also going to be stopping there, so I'd like to make the same arguments with them. Magnamar and Sandpoint already have somewhat okay communications, but these two towns are a little more further out.
He did mention some magic users. Maybe there's some possibility of long distance sending or something like that as well, to create a better form of like permanent and something a little more not necessarily instantaneous, but as the raven flies, so to speak, versus magic communication.
Honestly, I still really think that we should just move the people who are still alive in this town over to Sandpoint, because Sandpoint lost 33% of its population, right?
Yeah, but the town is about 3 times bigger than I thought it was. That's the problem.
We'll be moving quite a lot, and over not a short distance.
We'd
And this
be
town,
like we're trying to convince people
Sandpoint
that
has like 1,000 people in it, and they have farmlands. This place has farmlands. They're pretty self-sustained. It is they're kind of one with nature. You see trees and stuff. There's about 388 people in here.
Yeah, so that
I
covers
kind of like it
basically-
here, really.
Well, I was going to say 388 people basically is a third of 1,000, and that's how many people disappeared from Sandpoint.
it's not an argument of whether or not they'd have the space.
Well,
It's
3 to
more that
500. Excuse me, 3 to 500. 3 to 500.
it's
Yeah,
it's a
should
lot
be
of people to
enough.
convince to abandon their homes when this place is. I mean, they might be on hard times, but they're hardly in times of crisis like Sandpoint is.
Well, do we know that yet?
Well,
And that's not to mention we might
We-
have to move the infirm as well.
not to mention the size of the caravan that would have to leave and how vulnerable it could be.
It would be a very big and caravan, but like
It's hard to.
I don't know.
I think
Do we know for certain that the goblins are going to attack and burn this town to the ground?
No,
No,
we have-
nothing is for certain with the goblins.
Do we have a reason to believe that they will? Like
well,
a good
yeah,
one.
they're
Absolutely,
goblins.
they are goblins.
Other than that, they're goblins.
No, that's the same reason that they're gonna try and burn Sandpoint down. Is because they're goblins.
well, they
I
did.
don't think that's true.
Wasn't
I've
there
seen-
mention of them attacking Magnamar after Sandpoint?
I mean, I'm
It's-
certain they could say it, but I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I don't think they could take Magnuma. But I will say, I don't think it's just because they're goblins. There seems to be links of a religious influence.
Well, they've got smiths, they've got weapons, they've got tactics. Like,
Yeah, not only that, they from what the last time I was here, they were performing ritualistic sacrifices to some of their gods. There seems to be more than just goblins going on, and I think looking at it from that perspective will bite us in the ass.
On a slightly different note, and forgive me, we were mentioning bringing them to Sandpoint. Would there be a way that instead of moving them, we could secure here?
I mean, unless you want to build walls all along your town.
I'm not saying walls, but spikes.
I mean,
Well,
obviously you could obviously the guard here will have some handle on building some sort of some degree of fortification around the town. And honestly, the fact that you have spellcasters to bolster your forces, you might be in a better fighting position than Sandpoint.
I
I
quite
just
like
like-
it here.
Well, I mean, I would agree if they were going to fight full on forward in the middle of the field. But that's not how goblins fight.
Now very small.
From the layout of the town, they do have defensible positions. They do have ways to cut or move people away and defend.
They
But
also,
they also have-
have an enormous amount of wooded area that can be snuck into, attacked, and retreated to fairly easily.
Yeah, but that's a two-headed sword there. That argument works in both directions.
They have lots of gnomes, which are cool people.
Aloysius, this isn't a race superiority thing. Chill out.
Yeah, I think moving. I think the best we're gonna be able to get out of this with a town as big as this one is we can strengthen the bonds between them. We can strengthen the bonds between them, Sandpoint, Magnamar, and the fourth one. I don't remember its name again.
There's the fourth town?
Yeah, the one we're going to after this. The one we're gonna ride the river down to.
Oh, I didn't know we were going to that one. But okay.
Oh, water.
we're doing a big
water, some.
Yeah.
Why
We're
are we
doing a
going
big
over there?
circle because it's probably faster. We can talk to that town. We can try and figure out whether or not we can all get like a little bit of an alliance here between these 4 towns working together, pool their resources. Then all we got to do is just we ride the river right back down to Magnamar. It's a nice easy trip that sets us up back in a place with supplies that's not too far from Sandpoint.
Oh, okay. I'm always down to go see my mom and pa again. They're a little judgmental, but other than that, they're fine.
We got we got 6 messenger birds here. I say we leave 3 with the good Baron here. We leave 3 in the next town, and Magnamar. I mean, they're already close enough that they can work on communication on their own. I don't think we need to lend them too much of a hand.
Okay. I'm gonna leave that to you. You're the veteran here. I'm just an archaeologist with a very fun weapon.
Well, the fact that the goblins are so coordinated is the main advantage that they have right now, is because the goblins are coordinated, the humans aren't. None of these villages are coordinated with each other. They might work well on their own, but we need a wider presence with more communication.
I can agree to that.
I can as well.
But for now, since I think we can let the good Baron and his daughter have some family time for the night, maybe hit up the tavern, get something to eat, get something to drink, get nice and blasted, and have a good night rest, and we can talk to him about it in the morning.
I'm into that.
I mean, I usually don't drink, but I guess I can let loose a little bit this time.
Hey, if the good Baron himself is telling us to go drink on his dime, who am I to refuse?
You know what? That's fair. Just try to make sure no one gets into a bar fight with me. I don't want them to be dying.
I have a very easy solution to that. Don't get in the bar fight with anybody.
I try not to, but then they like make weird advances. I insult them, then they get aggressive.
Well,
Don't start
mean-
nothing, there won't be nothing.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't get a bounty in this town like Sandpoint, I don't need that. We don't need that spreading around.
So they put a bounty on me,
Well, yeah,
and
you've
you guys-
been wanted for ages in Sandpoint.
Oh. For
Murdering the son of a nobleman.
You act
when did I
like
do
you
this?
don't remember.
When you fought Tobin.
Wait, the kid that got caught in the crossfire was the son of a nobleman?
Yeah,
You
you
knew
killed the
that.
son.
You knew that.
You killed
I
the son
didn't.
of one of the largest political figures in the town.
I just met him that day. He
It
went
doesn't.
like,
I mean, that doesn't
no,
really matter.
I'm addressing Aloysius saying I knew that. I didn't.
No, we need to speak over a few drinks.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
gonna be a whole thing that you're gonna have to take care of at some point.
Well, I mean, they've known where I've been. I told the sheriff before I left.
Well, yeah, but the town's hardly in a position to like go get you.
Is that what you guys were in Magnamar for?
No, not that time.
Okay.
We just kind of
Yeah.
stumbled upon your brother.
Yeah, Yuri's kind of a loudmouth, but you know, he's helpful.
Let's go drink. Drink,
All right.
drink, drink.
I can agree to that.
And then we all went and we drank.
Mhm.
And everyone lived happily ever after.
That's the campaign, guys. You made it.
We did it.
Yeah.
That was the goal of
I
the
knew
campaign.
it.
We have to make it to Nybor and drink.
So he tells you there's something called we call it Embers Inn. At the center of the town stands a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you with curiosity as you walk into the room. It looks like a modest inn, 6 rooms for rent.
All right. I'm going to massage the guns and bullets out of my mouth and then put them in my backpack.
That's so
Okay.
gross.
Look, quick access. He's
So
just jealous.
gross. So gross.
He says,
I've seen you kiss your sword.
you see, the proprietor is a short, friendly, young human male. He tells you his name is Toblin.
Hello? Toblin?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you said, right?
Yeah, Toblin.
Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
Toblin Stonehill.
Stonehill.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a dwarvish name.
Yep.
Are
Not
you related
really.
to
It
dwarves?
really doesn't because there will be no hills.
Well, there's hill dwarves.
Are there though?
Yeah?
Yeah. I bet you if you ask those dwarves, they'd call them. They'd say that they're mountain dwarves.
Are you a mountain dwarf?
There's no such thing as a non-mountain dwarf.
I thought there was hill dwarves.
No, those are small mountains.
Ah, okay.
Those,
Like,
if anything, are the most dwarven of mountains.
so like how some men say they have.
That's a good play on words.
So it's like how some men say they have like large parts when they don't. I
No,
get
but
it.
no, it's not that at all. He said dwarf mountains, dwarf hill. Anyway, I understood the Garlemald joke.
Yeah, I was making another joke. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Marius is just shaking his head.
Marius, you're a child. You don't even understand what we're saying.
Marius is a grown man who's had to almost kill his own father. That makes a man out of anyone.
He is a
You
child.
had
and
to
a man
almost do
father.
what?
Now, as the
Oh.
party goes in, you
I love how
see-
that's where the music cued in is me saying he had almost murdered his own dad.
you can hear people laughing.
I feel somebody exclaimed he almost had to do what?
Oh, yeah. Marius has had a rough time recently.
As you go into the place, you see, you can hear the clinking of the meaty glasses. You can see the place kind of not rowdy, but you know everyone's in a good mood despite the slumber, despite the dreariness of the weather outside. So what the party like to do? You
Get us some meat and some booze.
Okay, so you're
Yeah,
down there.
I think we're currently explaining to Arvel what happened.
I got you.
No,
point?
it's meat and booze time.
Well, Bella will be telling him since he asked.
I'm eating.
Arvel, do you know anything about what's happened recently or no?
I've been pretty single-minded in my pursuits. I've been searching for a few things here and there, but I have a little bit of knowledge of what's happening.
So from my perspective, and I can only tell you from my perspective, there was like some sort of festival going on, and I was just minding my business, creating some new toys to shoot out of this thing, and I'll reach back into my backpack, pull out the dragon pistol, and put it back into my backpack. Because of the recent goblin increases and everything, and how we had fought Hydra earlier that day, which was not fun. And I heard this massive commotion outside. There's just like screams, yelling, there was like smoke in the air. And it freaks me out, so I'm like, oh, the city is under attack again. Time to go be a good Samaritan. And I head off that direction, right?
Right.
And the head priest of the town is burning people alive in ritualistic sacrifices.
Oh, that's not where I thought this was going at all.
No, I didn't either. But unfortunately, that priest is also Marius's father. And
It's complicated.
yeah, it's okay, darling.
And to to correct you, not to be rude. The Hydra was after this.
Was it after? I get so mixed up. It was such a hectic day.
It's been a lot of hectic days since then. I understand.
You see a
Yeah,
guy,
also-
dwarf, come up, interrupting you. Hey, hey! And he pats Scarlet on the back. He says, "A new brother in town."
It depends. I don't know if I'm your brother. That depends. You got a beer for me?
He says, "The bar, come here, bar. The bar went to get it for you. Just come here, come here. I'd like to interest you. You look like adventurers. Knows your way around the blade. I can see your fairly armed. Come join me at my table for a friendly game."
All right, let's see what you got.
He invites everyone to come play. He says, "I got a game. I don't know where are you from?"
Sandpoint. Well, most recently.
He said, he points and says, looks at the gnome. He says, "The gnomes should know about this game. We're gonna play 18 mule." He says the buy-in is 10 gold.
I'm good, thank you. I try not to gamble on anything other than my life.
I throw a piece on the table. Let's go.
He's all
Oh
playing.
god, I have to remember how to play. Shit.
He says, "Okay, friend, I'll teach you how to play 18. I'll teach you how to play 18 mule."
It'll cost you, though.
So what we're gonna do? I'm gonna roll. There we go. So you roll these die. He hands you some dice. You're gonna roll these three dice, and then after, you're gonna add one extra roll as many times you want. But it has to be the closest to 18. You can decide to stop at any time. Moreover, if you get 18, you lose, and the next player gets the same from the start. So that's a stat roll. He says, I'm gonna roll one more time." Oh, look at that. That's 16. I'm gonna stay at 16. He hands dice to the dwarf. He says, "I didn't catch your name," as he slides the dice over to you.
I'm Galamond. Galamond Stonefoot.
Ah, the Stonefoot clan. The most stubborn dwarves you ever can meet. 13's not bad. You wanna take it for your? I mean,
17.
Okay, he's good. Who else wants to play?
I want to play.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep talking to our new friend Arvel, and then tell them the experience that we've had through my perspective.
Okay. And if you want to, you can top that to him as we play. Arvo, do you want to play?
I will abstain.
Marius?
Marius is not
I'ma just write
a
in the party chat.
not
Okay,
a
Arvel?
gambler.
Did you say it has to be under 18?
It has to be up to 18. Go to Hinterlands.
Up
Hinterlands is
to 18. Okay.
Hinterlands is RP. Go to Hinterlands. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold up, you busted. Looks like Garmon gets the pot of 30 gold. Okay, he grabs the dice from Aloysius. He says, "I'm going to roll one more time." Look at that, 15. Let's see what happens. Oh, 16. We pass it to you, Garlemon.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see, 7, 10, 13, 17.
Okay,
I'll pass it to Aloysius.
okay. $13.
Shake my head and roll it one more time.
Oh! Aloysius, you won. 18. You get the pot, my friend. You get 30 gold.
Yes!
Ah, shit.
You say, I need my chance to win my money back. 12. No, one more time. Okay, 15. I'm gonna stay for 15.
All right, let's see what we got here. 12. Ah, damn.
That's okay, friend. Yeah, I'll give you a chance to win your money back. He passes the dice to Aloysius.
I'm gonna blow on the dice and then throw them down.
Hold up, Aloysius. Hold up. You gotta roll 3d6, man.
Yeah, sorry, I got crazy.
Okay. You're at 10. 14. Hey, oh, he got.
Hit it.
So take away the 20 gold from you, Cody, and you get 20 more gold Aloysius. Don't add 30. Just remember make sure you are doing your gold right. Are we updating it in the character sheet, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Said,
up to,
let's sweeten the pot a little bit. Let's just go ahead and raise this to 50.
You're on.
I'm feeling good.
Oh, look at that. You gotta meet me to beat me, friend.
Shit. Well, here we go. Ha ha! Read 'em and weep. Now pass it off to Aloysius.
Aloysius.
All right.
Yeah, you got two 18s at the table.
Shaking them up. Oh, too many.
So I assume me and the other dwarf just play again on this one.
Yep.
Oh.
Give me 1 second. Okay, so that's 16. I'm gonna say that's 16.
All right, let's see what I can do with these. $17.
Okay, so he tells the dwarf, he tells you, okay, so Aloysius, you take 50 away and you get 150 gold. He tells you, says, good luck, my friend. I don't know what's watching over you, but I haven't seen someone with this luck in a second, in quite some time. And he's going to give me 1 second, guys. Well, guys, I'm just gonna end the game right now, and we will start back next week. But I want to thank everyone for coming out, and we will definitely get back to the game and see what's going on the board. But again, please like, comment, subscribe, and I want to thank everyone for giving us a watch and a listen. And I'm excited to see where this next chapter of the board takes us.